Yeah. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy Halloween! Let's get straight to it with this tutorial. It is so easy yet so effective, so here we go. As you can tell, I've started applying the liquid latex with a makeup spatula just to my neck. You can decide how long and how wide you want it to be. It honestly does not matter. I just recommend that it is in the lower part of the crease in your neck. Next, I've taken shredded pieces of tissue, which I have torn myself. Cutting the tissue will leave really harsh lines, which makes it look really unrealistic and makes it incredibly hard to blend. And I'm just simply placing this right over the top, and if it is too wide, I'm just tearing it off and pressing it in to make sure that it is all soaked into the liquid latex. You'll want to repeat this process around anywhere between 5 to 6 times to ensure that it's thick enough to achieve an effective kind of cut to make sure it looks like it's your skin. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, speed you right up, and then we'll get on to the shading and the blood. Once you're onto your final layer of latex and tissue, you'll want to finally go over it with the last layer of latex, making sure that you're really covering all of the tissue, otherwise you will have dry patches. And also make sure that you're really going around the edges to ensure that it's really nice and smooth around your neck and it looks as real as it can. Now I'm going over the top of it with Laura Mercier's translucent powder, and I'm just pressing this on with a big flat brush just to ensure that it's nice and matte and other products can go over it without it being really porous and soaking up all of the product. I'll be using the Peach Perfect foundation, which is a matte foundation in the shade Porcelain. I highly recommend that you use a foundation that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your face or the colour that you normally use. I've noticed over the years with doing special effects, if you use something true to your skin tone, because you're laying it on something white or really quite light, the colour is highly pigmented, and as you can see, before this colour starts to absorb into the tissue, it looks really quite pigmented and isn't the right shade. So like I mentioned, try and use a foundation a few shades lighter than you normally would on any areas that have latex. And just to add to that, if you couldn't already tell, I'm using a mini beauty blender and making sure that I am blending it all the way out to my neck so there is a clear transition from my neck over the latex. For this next step, please be really careful, because I actually cut my real neck, like the skin, while doing this, because you'll notice that the latex will be so stuck to your skin on your neck that it's really hard to pierce it. So really take your time, and all I'm trying to do here is cut a nice straight line, leaving about 1 centimeter on each side of the liquid latex to make sure that it stays stuck. Because the last thing I want is a slit throat flapping in the wind. Once you've made your cut, you'll want to take any eyeshadow or any palette with a deep red and a black. I'm using the Huda Beauty Remastered Rose Gold palette. So first I'll be taking the black shade on a large flat shader brush, and really roughly I'm just applying the black eyeshadow to my neck, and then I'll be taking a small defining brush and I'll really be focusing to try and build up the pigment of the black eyeshadow just to make sure it looks like I have been cut really deep. Now using the shade Man Eater, which is just a really deep red, I am applying this to the latex part of my neck just to make it look like there's some kind of trauma to my skin, so when I add the fake blood it all kind of comes to life and it gives it more of a realistic feel, which is obviously what we're after, because we don't want to be walking around on Halloween with everything looking fake. We want to look like we are injured, we are dead, and we are one of the scariest mofos around. And last but definitely not least, the fake blood. To make sure that you get a really nice droplet of blood and to make sure that it looks quite natural and not like you've painted it there, you'll just want to get a really full amount on your brush and hold it there until it runs. And then I'm just going back and forth in the slice in my neck to fill that with blood. And once you've finished applying as much blood as you desire, you are done. That is the end of this look. You can go as full glam as you like, or you can go a little bit gory and add some smokiness around your eyes and a few little veins. It honestly doesn't matter. This look is so quick and so effective. Thank you guys so much for watching my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you comment below what you'll be going as this Halloween, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mwah!
Yeah.